My sister stole every guy I dated for years, so I introduced her to someone who ruined her life. Growing up, my family seemed picture perfect on the outside, big house, holidays together, the works. But behind closed doors, my little sister Ashley was always the golden child, getting away with everything. I was cursed with a built-in boyfriend thief the day she was born. Not stolen hoodies or makeup, oh no. She had a knack for swiping my guys. Every single time. It started innocently enough when we were teens, but it turned into a pattern that wrecked my confidence for years. First it was Mike, my high school sweetheart. We'd been dating for months, talking about prom and future plans. I'd bring him home for dinner, and she'd accidentally bump into him in the kitchen, giggling at his dumb jokes, batting her eyelashes like some rom-com villain. Next week, they were inseparable, holding hands in the hallways while I cried in the bathroom stalls. Then came Jake, the artist from college. He was sensitive, creative, we bonded over late-night sketches and coffee runs. But Ashley? She'd crash our hangouts, pretending to need art advice, and before I knew it, he was painting her portraits instead of mine. Same story, over and over. Date after date, she'd play the damsel in distress, flashing that innocent smile, and poof, they were hers. Our parents never saw it, they just thought she was charming. I was done being her unwitting wingwoman's victim. It chipped away at me until I couldn't trust anyone. It was time for payback, something she'd never forget. So, I introduced her to my best friend from work, Victor. I met him through a shady mutual acquaintance who warned me he was trouble, but I saw an opportunity. Charming, supposedly loaded with stories of luxury cars and exotic trips, or so he said, and exactly her type, tall, smooth, with that bad boy edge she couldn't resist. He's amazing, I told her over coffee, playing the supportive big sis. You two would be perfect together, he's single and looking for someone real. They clicked instantly. Late-night texts turned into fancy dinners, weekend getaways, the works. She was obsessed, gushing about how he was the one. But Victor? He wasn't a catch. He was a con, a smooth-talking scammer who'd bleed you dry with fake investments and sob stories about business opportunities. I knew his game from the start, but I stayed silent, watching her fall deeper. Weeks later, she shows up at my door in tears, broke, humiliated, her savings completely gone after he vanished with her money. He took everything, she sobbed, collapsing on my couch. I just hugged her tightly, and whispered in her ear, karma's a thief too, sis. Welcome to my world. Never underestimate a sister's revenge. Now, our relationship. It's mended, but she thinks twice before eyeing what's mine.